Welcome to Lincoln, Nebraska. Today, at a place where the fans have shown unprecedented loyalty. They packed this place no matter the circumstances, and optimism running high as the Cornhuskers are set to open a new season. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Buckeyes will kick it away first. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. So the Nebraska Cornhuskers offense will get the first possession of the game. And these guys involve everybody in the passing game, and none more prominent than this big fella.
The quarterback knows he's going to be under duress in this game. So who do you look for? The tight end. And there aren't many better than this guy.
No, and just big bodies that you can miss a little bit high, and it really doesn't matter. But over the middle of the field, closer throws, so nice to have a security blanket with a great tight end.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll ride the running back and leave it with it. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32. So, guys, over the last few years, there have been seismic changes to college football. Realignment, name, image, and likeness. But one of the biggest changes, the transfer portal.
Yeah, and now guys that are unhappy or in a situation where they see something that they'd rather be in, now you can leave, and there is no penalty. So a lot of recruiting, Jesse, on other people's teams that go on throughout a season.
Yeah, it's 365, and it's a lot of pressure on coaches to re-recruit their own players as well to try to keep those rosters intact. But the transfer portal completely flips rosters upside down. One team that struggles this year, if they get one key addition, it's a team potentially competing for a national championship next season.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs.
Throws toward the end zone. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanting to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. Here they come up to the 23-yard line, not thinking field goal, wanting to convert this 3rd and short. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger, and you could tell they pull the trigger so fast, get to the back, get him on the ground quickly.
Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. No good. And after the miss, guys, the score stays right where it is. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. The 42-yard field goal that was no good gives them the ball back at the 25-yard line. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, Dave.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
Got him downfield. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
I know the passing game sells and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Looking for space. It's Judkins. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down.
Well, you see a great individual effort there that time, and you can see the skills this guy has, and he just reminds me sometimes of the great Ohio State backs we've seen in the past, right? You think of Archie Griffin and his 2 Heisman trophies, Ezekiel Elliott, J.K. Dobbins. This guy right here with his skill set, he's got the chance to be the next great Buckeye back.
The give to the back. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding him the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Throws to the wideout. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Ohio State!
And this offense gets on the board, and the first passing touchdown of the season, and I feel pretty confident saying the first of many. This offense looks like they're in a good rhythm, and this passing attack's going to be hard to stop.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they cap things off with a scoring toss from 27 yards out. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
Fires to the wideout. Working that left side. Can anyone catch him? Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Scanning the field, it's Raiola. What a snag by the defense. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. Oh, man, thought he had the interception, but the official rules gained too much of an advantage, so wave off the turnover and give up the yardage. It'll be first down. The give to the lone running back. Relying on that running game inside the red zone. He picked up 3 to the 11. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll leave it with him. Brought down at the 7 after picking up 3. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Third down play from the gun. He's got it. They will score. Touchdown, Nebraska.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Getting set for the point after. Smashes it through for the PAT. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Ole Miss is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about around the globe for a long time. They're up 14 over Southern Miss. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Paulo.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. On the ground with the counter. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down.
Well, there we go. We finally see some life in this offense running the football. Nice game to pick up the first down. Got to get more of that going moving forward because they have not run it well.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Unloads to the right. That is just a sideline clinic. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want.
Well, that play-action fake, it just froze the defense for a split second. That allowed the tight end time to work his route, get vertical down the field, and pick up a big gainer for the offense.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Nice run there on first down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
Tackled after picking up the first down.
And this offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy he's setting this tone for this game, creating some balance on this offense. This offense is going to be a handful.
Yeah, David, I'd love to sit here and say, well, the offensive coordinator is just one step ahead of his counterpart across the field. That's not it. Right now, his offensive line is establishing the line of scrimmage, and you mentioned the back. He right now is running with authority on this drive.
The Buckeyes will have it 1st and 10. Quick handoff. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like, the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the 1st down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting...
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground, take the lead going into the half, take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So a drive there of 85 yards and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Looking deep. Oh, what a grab by the defense. Takes it the other way. And after the interception, he brings it back and gets it inside the 35.
And that's the advantage right there of having your dime personnel on the field. You've got an extra DB. You've got an extra guy out there who's really good at covering. So for quarterbacks, you've got to be so good and precise with these passes because they've got speed in the back end. They're able to come away with the pick.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive. Going for it all. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down. And now on 2nd down for this offense. After the incompletion, they go back up top. It's caught downfield. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. The kickoff unit about to go to work.
Set to kick it away.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
This defense is heating up. They got an interception in the last possession. You could tell breaking on the football really, really well, seeing where the quarterback's throwing it, going to try to get it. Got another hand on it, almost had another interception.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Banks. Whew, boy, this freshman quarterback has a hose. Did he sing that thing in there? From the gun, running back on the move. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to throw, it's Raiola. Fires to the right. It's complete. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. They pick the spot. It's going to be about a 37-yard attempt. Field goal is good.
I know they're trailing going into the locker room here at halftime, but kicking that field goal gives them a little bit of a jolt, a little bit of a boost of momentum that they can carry with them into the second half. And there's a lot of football left to go here. I can't wait to see what happens.
That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. And the offense will play it safe, take a knee, and head to halftime. No surprise, looks as if they'll be content just to head to the locker room. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. The end of a very interesting first 2 quarters in Lincoln. And it's been said football is a game of inches. And guess what? Based on the comparison between 3rd down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen and panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most.
The Cornhuskers will line up to kick off and start the second half. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there, looking for a productive play on 1st down. He'll start the 3rd quarter with the run. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Just a savvy, veteran, productive run from this junior.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football, you're ahead, you can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
That's a great job getting the first down by that guy. He's a big-time weapon. He's got the speed. He's got everything you look for in a wide receiver. And it's funny, you think about Ohio State football. Back in the day, Woody Hayes running the ball 3 yards in a cloud of dust. But recently, they've been recruiting playmakers at the receiving position because this offense has changed. It's now up-tempo. They're now throwing the ball vertically down the field. And they've had so many guys go in the first round in recent years. This dude right here fits that mold to a T.
Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he capped it off with a 27-yard touchdown run. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
And I tell you what, we've kind of gotten to the point where we expect QBs to be robots and just never to miss and always put it right on the face mask or right on the numbers. And right there, you could tell he just missed a little bit off, and I guarantee he's tapping his helmet saying, hey, that's my bad. And that's a nice stop by this defense. Nice job stopping the run, setting up 4th and inches. Listen, this is a no-brainer. If I can't get inches, I don't deserve to win. I'm coming downhill. I'm playing physical. I'm picking my play, whether it's quarterback sneak, fullback dive, whatever it is that we do great, and I'm going to get my inches.
On 4th down, they'll run it, looking for the first. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Line gets set, 1st down. Looking for room, it's Judkins. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Off play action. Wide open downfield. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because...
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Ohio State. And the beatdown has ensued.
And the second half looking a lot like the first half, and this lead continues to build. How about the rhythm of this offense? They are showing you a little bit of everything. What they worked on in the offseason has been right on point, and game 1 going exactly how they scripted it.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Oregon is just getting tuned up today. This is like watching an MMA fight where you start to question your own morals. Who sanctioned this bout? They're trailing by 21 to Michigan. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Looking for a man. It's Raiola. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
Man, I'm the quarterback, and I drop back and 4 verts. What can I see on my safety? Is it single high? If it's single high, I know exactly where I'm going with the football. Look the safety off, zip it in there. Either way, I know I got 4 guys streaking right down the field.
And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
This running back just doesn't go down easy. It's just difficult for defenses to get him on the ground. Not overly huge, but if I'm an offensive coordinator, I'm going to continue to find ways to feature him and just, you know what, let his talent do the rest.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
And the Huskers are rolling down the field. He's looking to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Well, no doubt that's where the quarterback wanted to go with the ball from jump, but better job by the defense forcing the incompletion.
On the move. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds space on the right. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a first down, and we'll see if they get another play off here in the 3rd. The Huskers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Big catches, big plays, tons of yards through 3 quarters for these 2 guys. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. First down to start the drive after the break. Here's the handoff. They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the first down.
Well, it's a good time to mix in the run play. You're down, it's late in the 4th quarter right now, and everyone's expecting you to throw, so not a lot of defenders in the box. So that's a great situation to try to run the ball.
Lets it fly. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync. And that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Well, the last thing you want to do is put the ball up for grabs in the end zone. Can't try to fire it into double coverage in that situation.
No, and you learn that in high school. I mean, you just can't when you're...
Picked off! And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. 4th quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the 2nd half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
Fairly manageable distance here on 3rd down from the 27. They'll try to get it through the air. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Buckeyes will line up to punt it away. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are...
And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. He was dreaming of getting a few more on that return, but they'll take it in business at the 32. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. He leaves it with the back. And he makes the stop as he gets it inside the 30 to the 28, a gain of 4. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. They pull him down after a 4-yard gain down to the 24.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
He'll throw on 3rd down. Shoots it to the left. Makes a connection. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive regardless of what the score is, regardless of how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
They're going to run it. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And this kind of performance has to give this team so much confidence. Week 1, you go on the road into a hostile environment, and you put the beat down like this, this coaching staff is going to be happy on the ride home.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Number 42, set to kick this one away.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play.
And it's picked off for the 4th time today. Those kind of plays can be huge for momentum. Even with the short return, they're set up at the 45.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in... You know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
And after having a nice game like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on second down, on third, you won't have that long to go.
Now on second down. They go to the ground. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Takes the handoff, and he's going right. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming into the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
Nebraska, 10.
The last thing you want to do here is give up a big return, pin them back, and then the defense can just stop them from scoring a touchdown. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. At this point, it really hasn't been your best day. Just try to find something to build on here at the end, David.
Just try to keep fighting. Show your kids you're going to keep fighting. Keep throwing the football. Try to get some points up. Palmer, points have been at a premium. They haven't scored very much, but keep fighting, man.
Yeah, and just, try to find things to build off of for next week as well, right? I mean, it's all about continuing to improve week in and week out. So whether that's identifying playmakers or just seeing what you can come up with here at the end of this game and not quitting.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Wants to throw. It's Raiola. Right down the middle. A strike downfield. And he breaks into the open. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. The defense uses a timeout, and we are down to 11 seconds left to play. The big, explosive play put him right on the edge, but you got to finish the deal. He makes a grab. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. Timeout is called with just a single second left.
Timeout, Ohio State.
Okay, ready? One more play to pad the stats. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. And the pass is incomplete, looking for a little salve for the wound, but the ball game is over. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them, an absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome to Miami Gardens, Florida. A gorgeous day for college football, and we are fired up to see the Miami Hurricanes open another season at Hard Rock Stadium. Today, a Sunshine State showdown in Florida. They believe their level of football is just a cut above. As we'll see a squad from the AAC, the UCF Knights, taking on the 23rd ranked team in the land, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Knights will kick it away to start. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So Miami's offense will start this game off. And here he is. Let me tell you about this wide receiver. He is a route-running, DB, toasting, pass-catching, touchdown-scoring, woo, son of a gun.
I can't wait to see how this defense is going to try and corral this guy, because you play man-to-man, you risk him running right by you and catching the deep ball, but you play zone and you give him the opportunity to potentially make yards after the catch. You're going to have to be really careful trying to cover that.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. From the gun, the ground game. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. As college football evolves, guys, and players have more rights and they capitalize on name, image, and likeness, and teams are in different conferences, maybe the biggest thing and the thing that keeps coaches up at night, dealing with the transfer portal.
Because they got to make sure that everybody in their locker room is happy. Oftentimes, you're re-recruiting your own players and trying to keep the Wolves at bay, and the phone calls that are coming in from other programs trying to steal your guys. It is not easy. Probably as difficult as it's ever been, David, to be a head coach now with the transfer portal.
It is, and think about players, man. If I'm not happy, if I'm not getting the run I want, like, I can just leave. I can go somewhere else. I can get paid by another opportunity. So I think players always having their eyes to that portal, looking at a better destination, makes it miserable for coaches.
To the air on first down. Got it set up on the outside. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit them for a first down, and much more. Really good execution by this offense.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon, and you're seeing that here early.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows.
Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. And the defense grabs it, and they're taking it the other way. He's running free down the middle. He's at the 10. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position. So the UCF Knights offense will have its first possession of the game. And David, we'll see just how effective they can be on the ground running against a backer like this.
But they're going to do what they do, and they're going to feature their guy. He's an elite running back. You're a great linebacker. Let's see who wins this.
And you race it to the house. Touchdown, UCF! The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. The kickoff team out there and ready to go. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, and you've got to lock in.
Here comes the offense on second down. Looking to throw, it's Ward. Throwing right. Got his man downfield. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. The Canes build their program around playmakers like that.
They do, Reese, and then speed on the outside makes everybody so much better. Finding those home run hitters, those playmakers, those are the guys when Miami's rolling, those are the guys they're finding.
Runs through the tackle. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
When running backs square their shoulders up, it's when they have the most power. You see them square his shoulders up, break tackles, be strong, continue to plow. Just making it really easy on everybody in this offense by breaking tackles.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you've got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game.
Touchdown, Canes! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them.
And that is the first passing touchdown, first of many of the season for this offense. Nice drive by the offense. Way to finish it, take care of the football, make some plays in the passing game. This offense looks like they're going to be a really hard one to stop.
On to attempt the try. Splits those uprights right in half. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. He'll bring it out. It's Richardson. You're not getting him on the ground, still on his feet. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down. The give to the back. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24. The Knights want to crank the tempo. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. They're bringing heat. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And that is your job. The O-line has to protect their quarterback. That's the most important position on the field. You got to make sure you keep him upright. You got to do a better job.
The Knights will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Looking for a block. It's Restrepo. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
And he's brought down after a nice gain. We played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He's got it on the right. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
And I love the idea.
I'm going to get. I know what I'm going to do. We're going to be bigger, stronger at the point of attack, and push you around, and then the running back does the rest and finds the end zone.
Okay, see if this works. Okay. Can you guys hear me okay? Testing 1, 2. Yep, perfect. Sorry guys, I was trying to see if this works, and it does. Testing 1, 2. Okay. That's good.
Headed to the line at the 23, trying to convert this third and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Gets it out quickly. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a first down.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like
But now, third down becomes very manageable. It's not third in eternity. Now the whole playbook, short passing game, long passing game, all of it's available.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is up and good and puts one more on the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Ole Miss is running away with this one, thanks to an offense that looks like it did when Archie and Eli were here. They're up 14 over Southern Miss. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, David, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut into a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Oh, man, they've already lost one quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
Man, I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost one. Now your second guy gets hit. And you got to keep this guy healthy. You got to keep him upright. You got to protect your quarterback, man.
Running it back, it's Restrepo. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
The Canes look to do some damage in the red zone. To throw, it's Ward. Throws to the tight end. Makes the catch. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami.
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I'll tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing. Take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. The returner will field it and bring it back. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Hands it off. Just couldn't get away from the tackle. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a terrific start from there in beautiful Miami Gardens. And we've got to start our halftime breakdown with this superstar running back. His elusiveness, his raw power. This young man is the total package. And his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield is a differentiator. A lot of guys can hit the hole. This kid can hit the hole and hit the home run in the passing game. With that said, let's send it back to the guys in the shadows of South Beach.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. Looks as if we're set to crank it up here in the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Johnson. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Got some room to run. And after the interception return, he gets it down to the 32-yard line.
What a nice play by the DB there. When that rain starts coming down, the ball gets a little bit heavier. The quarterback throws the ball a little bit lighter. DBs can take advantage sometimes of some underthrown balls, go out and make some big plays.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field.
Here we go.
Looking to throw, it's Ward. Get it out on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. They'll turn to Martinez. Breaks the tackle.
When you're facing a big running back like this, you better get everybody to the football. Because when he's that big, he's going to break tackles. So you got to get a hold of him. The next guy, get a hold of him. Strap it on so he puts so much pressure on him and you can get him to the ground.
Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. This offensive scoring position with a fresh set of downs. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Canes! And the pummeling has started.
Well, this offense said they wanted to start the year all gas and no breaks, and that's exactly what this game has shown. From the very opening whistle, this offense has been in sync. They've been explosive. Defense has had no answer for them. This unit is going to give teams problems because of their playmaking ability all year long.
Lining up to add another.
Victor is on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. The returner will field it and try to do some business. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Rides to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
It's been that kind of day for this offense, right? It seems like anything they're dialing up just simply isn't working. But at this point, David, I don't know if it's even worth trying to run the ball.
Probably not. You're getting destroyed right now. Nothing has gone your way, and when you're down this much, I think the running game is used sporadically, not as a staple. Let's throw this football around and see what can happen.
The Knights will send out the punt unit. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He's got great speed. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength, looking for a productive play on 1st down. They'll try the right side. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
And that pass picked off. Bringing it back. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Knights! What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is good. They still trail 35-14. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. LSU is currently ahead in this one in Death Valley, but I can see Mike the Tiger out there pacing. This has been a very close game. They are up by 12 over Tulane. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll get this drive started from the 29. Back to pass, it's Ward. He wants to take the top off. Oh, did he toast the coverage? Got it deep downfield. Touchdown, Hurricane! And the route is on. That's his 3rd touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
PAT unit on the field.
For the extra point.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Set to kick it away.
He'll bring it out. It's Richardson. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. Boy, 3 and out last time, Davey. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
After the big first down sack for the D, it's second down. Using his legs, it's Harvey. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on...
The heat got to him, and he just sort of froze and got tackled in the end zone for a safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
After giving up that safety, they'll have to boot it away and give it right back to them. Takes it on the return.
Returner is tackled out at the 41. And your Miami Hurricanes will take over.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down. He has 89 yards rushing now here in week 1, a solid start to this new campaign. They think there's room to run to the right here. At the 35, he's open. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
This is an offense that really sees their identity as being able to run the football. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Might as well give it to him again. At the 20, he's got space. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the third quarter stats. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. And the Canes have it with a 1st and 10. Looking down the middle. Got it. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
This offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on.
Touchdown, Miami! And the stomping has commenced.
And everybody's getting in on the fun now for this offense. From the opening whistle, they have been up and down the field. Starters are scoring. You've got backups in the game now. And I love the play calling. These guys came to your school to play in this offense to score touchdowns, so let them go do it. Make this defense prove they can stop it.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Richardson. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out. Knocked down at the 10. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had it.
And the sack all the way back at the 5.
As a defensive lineman, let me tell you something. This is hunting season. This is when you pin your ears back and you absolutely fly to the quarterback, and you can see it. They know it's pass, and they get to him again.
Keeps the legs moving. That hole closed quickly. He'll get one out to the 6. This Hurricane defense has been an impenetrable wall all day, not moving an inch against these guys.
And it's a complete effort, Reese. It's the front. It's the defensive line. Oh.
Fires and picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Coming up.
Spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Fighting off the defender. Touchdown, Canes! And the punishment has been extended.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get concerned because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently, their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Caught near the sticks. It's Morris. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Comes out throwing on first down. Looking to scramble. After 45 on his way. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down. The Knights come to the line with a new set of downs. Brown will throw it. Quarterback now breaking the field. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. They'll line up for a second down play. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he tried to make something happen with his feet, but they stopped him short, and it'll bring up a 4th down. The Knights line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. This is quickly turning it.
Miami.
Jesse, as they've taken control of this game.
And they should feel good about how they've played. They knew they had to come in here, protect home turf. They've gone out, they've run it well, they've thrown it well, David. Really, so much that this coaching staff can be happy about.
Yeah, and now it's about stat padding, right? Like you could just put up more numbers. You know this game's pretty good. Don't turn it over, don't make a mistake. But this game is well in hand.
They'll go right back to the run. At the 35, he's got room. Nothing but green ahead. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Hurricanes. And the beatdown has ensued.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Getting set for the point after.
For the extra point.
And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Nebraska is just getting blown off the field right now. I've seen some stinkers in my day. This one smells like a pasture. How's that for descriptive? They're trailing by 32 to Ohio State. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. First down for this offense. Brown wants to pass. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Offense gets set for second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. They're trying to get to it. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on. And now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disrupted. They've been all over the field.
Fires the pass, intercepted. They got him down pretty quickly after the pick, but what an opportunity here from the 23-yard line.
The number one objective for our defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
Offense set on first down. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock.
Well, the offense trying to catch him off guard a little bit, running that draw play, but the defense wasn't fooled. Everybody stayed in their lane, and they're able to get the tackle for loss.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan, meat face, ball game over.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
2K Sports and the PGA Tour are proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Let's get set for the finale of the Bluff Championship. It's terrific to have your company. I'm Luke Elvey. Let's get to it. And Rich, our featured player, is starting the final round atop the leaderboard.
Yes, he's got the lead and needs to keep things steady heading into this final round. Should be a great day of golf ahead of us, Luke.
Can't wait to get into the action. Let's get down to the first hole. It's been some impressive play to date, but the question remains, will he defend that lead heading down the stretch? That was pummeled. Great drive. Okay, he's got that one in the air, heading out onto the fairway. That's going to set the tone for the day. Nicely done. Well, this is some lovely momentum to take into the tournament, coming off a last start win, Rich.
Can't think of any better momentum. Obviously, the player is firing on all cylinders. Sit back, watch, and enjoy it.
Okay, not the best result, but a chance to get up and down.
Bit too much club there, wasn't it?
Didn't that look good for a long time? If he makes this, he'll save his par. Yeah, well hold. Let's move on to the next.
Nice, solid opening hole right there.
Currently in first position. Let's take a look at this par 5 second hole. That's a good-looking shot there. This one looks like it's heading left here, Rich. And here we are with the third shot. Oh, that one just missed the hole. This putt coming up is for birdie. Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
Okay, my money is on a right to lefter.
Oh, hit a house.
Not a bad effort right there from long range. Big breaking putt. He just didn't quite read it right, but it'll be an easy par.
Pretty straightforward 4-footer coming up here.
For bogey.
Currently 2 under for the tournament. Here we find ourselves on the tee of a par 4.
It is. You got out of bounds all down the right-hand side of this hole. That bunker in the distance on the left is in play. So layup short of that. And second shot goes into a very narrow green. Be aware of that out of bounds lurking to the right. Shots missed out to the right probably won't end up out of bounds, but why take the chance?
playing from 110 yards out. And he's not hit the mark on that approach.
Gotta believe the wind affected the golf ball there.
Ooh, that almost went down. And that should secure the par on this one. He finds himself with a share of the lead. Teeing off here at the 4th.
The bunker short of the green is not there. It's just there to confuse you a little bit. There is a steep runoff off to the right-hand side that you want no part of. Anything bailing out just a little bit to the left is a great call.
Setting up here with a very long putt. Just a 4-footer remaining. Don't want to miss it. Could be costly. Sitting at -2 for the event. Now on the tee of the 5th hole, the par 4.
Pretty good shot there.
Great looking shot this. Yeah, well played.
Luke, nothing gets past you. Yes, this kid is a stud.
Putting for birdie here. And as we check the standings, our leader has a 1-stroke advantage. As we move to the 6th hole, it's a par 4.
A solo bunker planted out on the right-hand side, only reachable when the hole is playing downwind. Second shot protected on the left-hand side by some rock outcroppings. This is a really good, fun hole.
Well played, mate. So I might need to set. Oh, well played. Henny, you've had the chance to have a look over this one?
Setting up this putt 17 feet from the cup.
Oh, that one just had a bit too much pace on it. 4 feet to the cup. Still in the lead now after that hole. Let's see what happens here on the 7th.
Gotta say, just some of the best rhythm in the game.
And taking aim from around 100 yards here. He leads the field by a stroke. Well, that sets up a birdie putt, even if it is from long range. A chance to move deeper under the card. This putt's for 4 under.
Giving this one plenty of space on the left.
3 feet to go here to the hole.
This is important. Big par putt here.
And after that hole, our featured player leads by 1. We've arrived now at the par 3/8.
Yeah, long par 3. There is a really good place, though, to aim your tee shot, and that's out on the right-hand side. There's a nice little berm out there that can help kick it back onto the green or close to it. Anything missing out to the left-hand side, you're going to leave yourself below the green with almost a blind second shot in there trying to save par.
This is from miles away. And he's down there. You got a read?
I don't know that you can give this enough break off the left-hand side. Whew.
That one raced by. Bit of work coming back. He's got a par putt here. Let's see if he can make it. Starting this one way out to the right. Just 3 feet to the cup. And that was a bogey by our leader. So the rest of the field feeling a little opportunity here to close the gap. And that'll see him remain in the same spot on the leaderboard. This hole is a par 5.
Plenty of room down the left-hand side to find the fairway with your tee shot, and from there it should be go zone. But when you look at this green, it's got runoffs in all directions around it. If you've got any little demons running around in your head telling you that you can't chip it very good, you're not going to like this green.
Well, doesn't take a genius to know that this is not a good place to be. Opting for the 4-iron here. Oh, that's unfortunate. Didn't deserve that. Putting for birdie. Looks like a pretty straightforward 5-footer to me. Well, this is when the knees start to knock. The sweat starts to appear on the palms of your hands, Rich. Just a slender lead with 9 to play.
Luke, so far, it's been entertaining watching these two go head-to-head. Not too sure exactly how this is going to play out, but so far, so good. Love watching these two compete.
That is a glorious-looking shot. The stinger, everyone's favourite off the tee. And Rich, that back-to-back win could be within reach here. This player can just gain a few more strokes on the inward half.
Winning last week, this player is full of confidence, and rightly so.
Seemed to lose the handle on that shot.
Oh, look at that. The wind just wreaking havoc with that shot. Disappointing.
That one had plenty of heat on it as it went past the hole. Big putt for par coming up. And as we check the standings, he is in top spot on the leaderboard, but has Tom Kim right behind him. On the 11th tee now, a par 5. Oh, great swing there. There's Tom the Tank Engine. Don't we love Tom Kim? He has got some go in him.
He's got all kinds of giddy up in him. Yeah, he's just a breath of fresh air, isn't he? Young kid out there having some fun, playing the game that he loves. And it shows. He's out there smiling, laughing, engaging with the fans. You know, it's refreshing. It's nice to see that because, you know, the PGA Tour can be so cutthroat at times, and yet you have this young kid out there who's just happy to be here, but he's happy to be here and winning.
Good chance to take it even deeper here. This putt's for 4 under. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Honestly, guys, I stopped counting at 40 feet. This is way out.
A bit too much pace on that one. Well, this will be a big birdie here. Good putt to make. Ooh. 5 feet coming up to the cup.
Nice little par putt here.
That one went a fair bit distance by the hole. John, have you got a read on this one?
This putt is going to start out straight and It'll move a little to the right after that.
Whoa, back there, horsey. Well, a disappointing double bogey for our leader there, but that's provided some wonderful opportunities for the chase pack. He's currently tied for third. And the player steps up to this short par 4.
Really hoping they play this one aggressively.
Second shot here on the 12th. Attaboy, good shot. And this putt for a share of the lead. And after that hole, our featured player is tied for first alongside Tom Kim.
Moving up the leaderboard. I like it.
This hole is a par 4, and it's a pretty lengthy one at that.
Need a strong tee shot right here. That outcropping is a gorgeous line. From there, you want to hug the right-hand side as best you can, even bringing those rocks into play, as missing it down to the left-hand side. Bogey will be a number that you'll more than likely put on your card.
That should find the cut stuff. His second shot here. He shares the lead.
Yeah, that was tricky with that wind. Great shot there.
A chance to move to a couple under the card with this putt.
This one's looking good.
Some momentum being built now. That's back-to-back birdies.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row. He's feeling it.
And after that hole, he's no longer sharing top spot. He's at the summit all alone. On the tee here, the par 3 14th.
This is a cool feature because the green runs from right to left, helping a draw, but almost repelling a fade, it seems like. You really got to be smart on your club selection here. And as always, you've got to be mindful of the wind.
Oh, what a wonderful play. Leading with intent. Good stroke. And he holds another one. And he's building quite a sizable lead here. And that performance will now take him to 3 under par. Hole number 15 is a par 5.
I just can't get enough of how they've used these rock outcroppings on this golf course. They're so well placed, the beauty of them. To me, they got it right, especially here on this par 5. The only danger here once you get close to the green is going to be this deep, cavernous bunker out there on the right-hand side. But this green is user-friendly. Birdies abound.
Oh, I love this type of courage, Rich. Going forward in 2.
Absolutely. Love watching a player be bold and be rewarded for it.
Looking pretty good.
Ooh. Good look at birdie here. And the putt drops now at 4 under, heading down the stretch.
Just a small sliver of a lead. This could go any different direction down the stretch.
Time to take a look at the standings now, and our featured player is currently in first with Korea's Tom Kim in second. Let's see what happens here at the 16th.
Just the one lone bunker on the right-hand side, but you have to be mindful of this false front short and right. So tee shots are going to favor the left-hand side where we have more rock outcroppings. Another delightful design.
Choosing the 9-iron here. Just putting on a ball striking clinic, it seems, today, Rich.
The iron play today has been absolutely stellar. Luke, the greens in regulation, just a fantastic accomplishment. Great to watch.
Yeah, just had a little bit too much speed on that putt. A par putt on the table. That's got to be frustrating. Hit such a great approach shot in, but wasn't able to convert. And our leader is now out by 3 shots as we head to the next. Here we are at the 17th, a par 4. And after a par at the last, a chance to perhaps signal some intent. Oh, that was mashed. And he's hit that inside the range. Good opportunity here, just 6 feet to the hole.
What a great opportunity here for a look at a birdie.
Gee, that's good playing. 6 birdies in a round. And just checking back in with the standings, and he continues to lead this tournament. And a chance to ice the tournament here. Holding the lead, playing the last. Stay on the cut stuff. Time for the second shot on the 18th.
Looking great so far out the rough.
Oh, he's been putting on a clinic all day. Another beauty by our leader.
Dare I say, Luke, this player has been in fuego with his approach shots. Another green in regulation.
This is, and that, ladies and gentlemen, is a fine performance. He's done it. He's won the tournament.
Gotta say, 2 wins on the season, really firing on all cylinders right now. This player is in for a massive year.
Now this is how you putt. Take another look at this.
This is impressive. To win out here on tour is a big deal, but to go back-to-back, Rich, how significant is that?
Impressive. Absolutely impressive. Winning breeds winning, but it also takes a lot out of you. So to contend again the week after winning, boy, I'd say this player is something special.
Well, another great day of action here at 2K Sports. On behalf of Rich Beam, the entire hard-working folks and team here, I'm Luke Elvey. We look forward to your company next time.